What's up? What's up? Showtime. So,
Showtime.
man,
Showtime.
makeup ready, man.
What's up, man? Nah, you don't need no makeup, man.
Yo,
That ain't gonna help you. What's up, man?
Hater. You a
Hey man, we
hater.
got an impromptu show tonight, man. We had some miscalculations on time, but I'm your host T. I got Bullock Frenchies and Kingdom Kennels. Uh, so I'm gonna go ahead and let them introduce themselves after I throw my sponsors out there. So I got this segment is gonna be sponsored by the Gold Club K9 Group. You can use the BDP for 12% off your order. Make sure you check them out. Get your SBK Gold. It's good for you. You need it. Get it. Put it in your program. All of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Jeremy, go ahead, jump in there, man.
Man, hey, look, man. This is Jay Bully, Bullock Kennels. You know what I'm saying? Rocking with the French Bulldogs. You know, we just here to we here to keep with the dog cast, keep spreading our good information. That's it. Sip
what's
good
going
tea.
on? Good tea. That's what it's gonna be. What's going on, everybody? I'm Eugene. I'm one of the co-owners of Kingdom Kennels. So we're gonna be up and coming with English Bulldogs right now, exotic English Bulldogs, nothing standard. So it's gonna be all different colors. We're coming hard this 2021. It's gonna be our year.
Mm-hmm.
So Jay, what you got going over there, man? What you got in the Frenchie world, man?
And we just trying to cook a little something, man. I got a same situation, we want to do the exotics, focus and concentrate. First things first on that structure. I like them short and stout, stocky, strong, good temperament, smart, right? Nothing worse than a dumb dog. Let's be honest, right? So, so
Right.
smart. My foundation female, Zara, a blue brindle, got great DNA in her, so she can throw a wide variety of colors. Waiting on her to come in the heat now. I'm gonna take her to my man out California, Crayola Kennels. Shout out to the dog lord. I'm gonna take her over there and we're gonna work something out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put her to Cartier, if I'm gonna put her to Joker, but we're gonna figure that out. Joker is a black and tan Merle. Cartier is a lilac and tan tri. So I'm gonna see how I want to make that, which one of those I want to do. But we got some heat coming, real soon.
Sure.
Yeah, I heard you got a male over there too. That's kind of nice.
I do. I got a male over here. His name Pharaoh. He a blue Merle. I'm actually still waiting on his DNA to come back, but I can tell he gonna carry a good little something. I know he got the chocolate, because he got that red eye glow, so I can tell that. But obviously got that blue in him, so I'm waiting for his DNA to come back so I can see exactly how he gonna do, and then I can figure out how I'm gonna pair him going forward.
Okay. All right, Gene, what you working with, man?
All right. So here over at Kingdom Kennels, right now I'm dealing with. I got my big male that I know y'all can hear in the background breathing all hard. That's what English Bulldogs do. It's a black tri Merle I got out of Martinsville. Shout out to Chucky Witcher. He's the man that I got him from. And actually, Zeus got Russian imported blood in him. So he's going to come with some exotic stuff. He is a triple carrier. And if people don't know what triple carrier means, that's black, blue, chocolate. But if you want to see him here, he got one blue eye and he got one green eye. So that's going to be my foundation male. And then the female for Kingdom Kennels right now, we got a Black Seal female from Cheryl Kirby. Shout out to her. She's an amazing breeder if anybody looking for any puppies. Until we have some. And actually, she's going to carry chocolate and blue. So I'm looking forward to some big things once she's old enough to breed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Whole lot of colorful. Y'all got some
Whole lot of
paint over there, don't y'all?
Skittles.
Yeah, man.
That's it, man. You want to have a Skittle pack, man, so that you can give everybody what it is they're looking for, because variety is the name of the game, right? Everybody's different, right? What everybody think is cute or what everybody think is dope is different. So you just want to be in a position where you can give as much options to the people as possible.
Yeah.
And actually, in health too. Health is a big thing, and both of them been health tested. They're both good, both breathing well, and so that's number one. Number one is make sure that health is good, got some good temperament, And then the colors come and play that's the little extra cards when you're playing spades.
Right.
So what made y'all go the way y'all went as far as the dog game with the Frenchies and the English?
Ah man, it's funny because I was looking at a variety of dogs. I actually was looking at the English also, but for me, I went the Frenchie route because it's a little bit smaller and traditionally, right? No shade, but just traditionally, they're a little bit more athletic. None of them are, neither one of them are dogs you're gonna, have out there for 6-7 miles at a time or nothing like that. But just, as far as still wanting something that's gonna run with you, play with you, do a little fetch, all those type of things. That's why I went with the Frenchies. And then just, they just cute. And honestly, man, as far as like our area where we live at, we shout out to Virginia, you know what I'm saying? It's just not a super, super popular dog in VA, It's something that, it's becoming more and more popular recently. I'd say over the last 6 to 8 months or so, right? But I know when I pulled up with, with Zara, 6-7 months ago, she was the only one in the city.
Yeah.
Seemed like
facts.
You know what I mean? So, and like I say, over time, they becoming more and more popular. People starting to get them, but I'm also seeing a lot of imposters too.
What kind of imposters you seeing?
I'm seeing a lot of Frenchtons. You know what I'm saying? That Frenchie Boston Terrier mix. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Frenchtons.
That's where the DNA test and all that come in, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about you, Gene? What made you go English?
So I back in the day, I would say early 2000s, I started with pit bulls, backyard pit bulls.
Yeah.
The red boy jockeys. I started with a lot of the red boys. I had some. That's when everybody felt they had Razor's Edge, and stuff like that. So I'm old school. I started with breeding those, but it was facts. But it was more, of getting my hands wet into the breeding thing, and I really didn't take it serious. Now I took care of my dogs, you know what I'm saying? But it was like I didn't know all about the papers and why people charging. Back then $1,000 was a lot for a dog. That was a lot for a dog back then. You know what I'm saying? And that's what papers you get a dog for $1,000. Now we ain't gonna talk about prices because prices now we ain't gonna get into. If you're in the dog world, you know what prices are. But so I did that for a minute. I did pit bulls and Staffordshires for like 7 years, and then I fell back because the whole thing, the way people was treating Michael Vick. But that's a whole different episode, so we're not gonna get into that. But that messed up. You couldn't have them in apartments. You couldn't have them certain places. Homeowners insurance got more expensive. So I fell back, and then I had an English for 5 years, and 6 years. He ended up passing, and so I ended up getting Zeus. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get into the breeding game. So I did my research because you got to research. You can't jump into stuff just straight out into the water because you never know what you're getting your hands into. So I did my research and I said, yeah, I want to do English. And they're fit for apartments, you know what I'm saying? And just like Jeremy said, they're not that athletic. So, but I keep mine healthy and keep them moving because I don't want them to get sloppy. Because sloppiness, that's when health issues come.
Yeah.
So the rest is history. I linked up with my man Jay. Shout out to Jay Scott. But I linked up with him and I got this kennel thing going, and we're excited to see what's gonna happen.
That's what's up. Big man, what's up, bro? I don't know if he on.
I think he on, but I can't see him.
He jumped off. He said he on his way home. He just texted me.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. We'll get back to him though. But yeah,
I think what Gene said was very, very important though. As far as like doing the research, making sure that everything looked good from the outside, right?
Facts.
It's different when you actually like get on the inside where you get to the nitty gritty that you can really, really see the ins and outs of something, Yeah. And so everybody talk about, I want to breed dogs. I want to be a breeder until it's time to spend the money to get the proper dogs, right, to get the proper quality, right? Until, like you said, feeding them good dog food, getting them good exercises, right? Making sure they're getting their regular health visits, making sure they're getting health, right? Getting the DNA test. You need all these things at your disposal so that you can know what's going on at any given time with your particular pets, right? And so people say they want to get in it, and then when they realize the type of money that it's going to cost you up front, then you start to understand why it costs so much to actually secure a dog, right? Because like you said, we ain't gonna get in the prices, but $1,000 ain't gonna get you much nowadays.
Nah, $1,000 to get you to hold a dog. That'll get you a holder.
It'll get you a pet.
That's a holder dog.
Yeah, right.
It'll get you a pet from somebody.
But people got to understand, and like I said, we're all getting into this. But what I've learned from these people and paid attention to the ones that's really doing this, it takes money to make money.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can't come into the bully world expecting to spend a band on a dog or $1,500 on a dog and expect to get something that's gonna come out that you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna build a $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Networking this.
Yeah.
Number one, it's not gonna happen. Number two, you got to be able to really, really invest in what you're gonna do.
Yeah, that's a fact. And then people got to also understand that the money that you make, like you ain't off of your first litter, you're not gonna be out the hole. You still in the red.
Yeah.
And like everybody I've talked to say, yo, my first litter, I was in the red.
You still in
the red. And any money you make, you putting it right back into the program because you're trying to build your program up.
For sure. Especially
the whole thing, for real. If anybody been in the streets just to keep it a stack, when you make money, you got to put it right back in there, re-up. You can't sit there and just have 2 dogs and expect that's going to make everything that you need to do.
Right.
When you in the dog game, once you have your litter, you got to re-back up. You got to get something better than what you got. You got to get something just as good or better. You got to upgrade what you're using. You got your incubators, your cages. You got to upgrade everything you got in order to make more money. And it's going to take time. You can't come into this in a year and a half after you have your first litter. You're like, yo, I'm good. Huh?
Yeah. I said, don't forget the biggest expense. You got to buy more dogs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to get more dogs. You can't sit there with just one female or one male. Yeah, we all got foundation males and we got a female that we're going to breed. We're doing this. But at the end of the day, that's not going to be it. No. You got to go get another one. And then with that, you need more room. So you can't sit in the crib you in and expect to have all these dogs. You're going to have to upgrade.
Right. And
you can't be out there and playing with your money. Yeah, we like all the nice stuff, but you can't do that because if you play with the money, you're going to lose your money.
Yeah, you're right.
Yo.
To build on what Gene's saying too, this is the one, I will say this, when you're dealing with the Frenchies and the English, one of the challenges, I ain't gonna say the negatives, but one of the challenges that come with both of those dogs is that they don't have large litters. Right? T, your game a little different, right? The bully, you know what I'm saying? She might have 8, 10, 12 puppies. You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah. So if you have 12 and 2 die or 3 die, you still good, right? You still got, 8, 9, 10 puppies right there on your disposal. You're going to whelp that litter. You're going to be able to get your money back, right? In the Frenchie game or the English game, they don't have but 3, 4 puppies at a time. You get anything more than 4, and that's a big litter.
Yeah.
And then you ain't even going to talk about progesterone tests and C-sections and, all of those components that come as part of the game as well.
Yeah. What's up, Will?
What up, fam?
Yo, what's up, Will?
How y'all been?
Chilling, man. How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man.
I see you back out on the streets, man.
Oh, I'm back on the streets, bro.
Me feeling good?
Yeah, I'm back, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man. What's up, man?
Ain't nothing, man. Just putting them kids down, feeding the puppies, about to see what's going on here.
Yeah, man.
Big girl just came in to say hi.
What's up, Big Mama? She always come in to say hi. She know when we on the show. She gotta make her appearance. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. What up, fellas? How y'all, man?
What's up, Will?
Frenchie talk going on.
Yeah. Yeah, they talking Frenchies and English.
The English talk going on.
Yeah, man.
Then we got a little Cane Corso,
Yeah.
Pitbull, Bully Talk, a
Yeah.
little bit of everything on the show, man.
A little bit of everything.
That's what's up, man.
The dogs cast, baby.
That's what I like to hear, man.
Yeah, man. What's up? What's up with my dog? What's so doing, man?
He chilling upstairs trying to stay out the way. AY just came in heat, so he don't know how to act right now.
He going crazy.
Oh,
She's starting to spot. She ain't ready yet, but she's starting to spot. So
That's the Kane Kosa, AY.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what's up.
she just
okay.
she turned a year in October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one, yeah, that's right on time then.
Yeah.
That heat right on time.
She close.
Yup.
What
Yeah.
you gonna do? Put something together?
Yeah, I'm a band dog, man. I'm going with a band dog. I want some family protection dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna put my male is American Pitbull Terrier. So
That's what's up.
we putting them together and we're gonna create a little family protection, good companionship line, something kind of athletically built. That's kind of my lane.
Something that can move.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Definitely
important.
gonna move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how big are they gonna be, Will?
I think males will end up being like maybe 90 to 90 pounds, something like that.
Okay.
It depends. I don't think So gonna throw that weight because he only a 65-pound pit bull, so I don't think he gonna put out no weight like that.
Yeah, he looks heavier than that though.
Yeah, he just look heavier than that.
He definitely look heavier than that.
Yeah, but I think they end up being some nice, taller but slim. They won't be as bulky as Cane Corsos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they'll have a nice slim build, almost like a boxer a little bit. That's kind of how they end up, not just like a boxer, but they end up being a little taller, but slim like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Both of their heads big too.
Right.
Yeah.
And what's the normal colors of those? Or they gonna come out? It could be.
She blew with fawn,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. So you never know what's in there. She might have a black gene in there. I would love to get a black male out of her.
Yeah.
I just like black. I like black dogs, man. So if I could get a black male out of her, I'm gonna try to breed for black after that.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So is tan.
Yeah.
But even when I got him, he was a weird lilac type color when I first got him. So you just never know what's in these dogs' genes for real. And so this is my first shot at kind of creating my own situation. So I don't know for sure what they're gonna throw yet. We'll see. After a couple litters, I know a little better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kobe just turned a year, so
yeah,
he ready to test the waters.
Yeah, it's time to see what Kobe gonna make.
Yes, he is. He was loud, a little loud earlier, T.
Yeah, he was loud earlier, man. He been real rambunctious here lately, man. He done got it. He got out his little, the little shy area. Yeah. So he moving real quick, man.
Yeah, he was showing off a little bit when you was on the phone.
Yeah, man. I had Summer outside. I put him in the house for a second. I had Summer outside. He was going crazy. He said, "Open the door, man." He had the door like, "Let me out, let me out."
She in that season too? She in heat?
She came out, but Kobe kind of got a hold to her.
He did.
So
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we gonna see what happens, man. We gonna see what happens, man. I might beat you to the punch, man. We might have a little bit of work to do in about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So you think Kobe he connected?
Hey man, he was definitely strapped. He was on there, man. without a question.
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah, natural. So we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah.
We'll see what Kobe does.
Right.
You know.
That's
But
good. Yeah. Hopefully it took.
Yeah, hopefully.
I hope so.
I'm not mad at it. But
For what?
That's, he think he got to go everywhere she go now. He got a little attached.
Like that's mine now.
You know, he got that first love look in his eye, man.
Yeah, I got the boy nose.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
it's open, man. Open season, but we'll see, man. We're gonna see what he does. Hopefully, it's some good product come out of it. You know. Yeah, man.
Hopefully.
But yeah, man. So will you just take So out, or you taking AY out in the morning too?
Out where? What we
When you
out to the
go
runs?
running. Yeah.
Recently, I haven't taken either one of them out because of her being in heat.
Okay.
And then also I have been working with one of the cats who run with us. I have been working with his dog, so I hadn't been taking my dogs out just because I wanted to work with her one-on-one and not overwhelm her with a bunch of dogs with them.
Yeah.
But so I mean, both of them are run that route with me.
Yeah.
AY haven't really made run past 9 miles yet, but so can handle it. Here you go.
Yeah, I ain't made runs past 9 miles yet. I'm with you, AY. You know, I give you 4 at best. You know? Yeah, man. But so what else? I know Gene, I know you said you got something else cooking, man.
Yeah, got something else cooking. Talk to I ain't gonna say names yet until it's time, but guy Serrano, Georgia. Him and I getting ready to do some work. Spoke with him, so we'll be having something else here for Kingdom Kennels in probably around July. But puppies will be here 1st of May. So I'm really excited about that. They're wild. They're full of wrinkles, nice ropes on them, real low to the ground. Like Zeus, my male, he's low, but he's not as low as some of them. But this guy, he's one of those breeders you go and talk to because he's been in the game a long time. So I got hopefully getting a lilac try out of that, or maybe a blue try, or I'm really wanting a chocolate. So bring something else back over here to the camp to see what we can cook up within the next year and a half or so.
Yeah, man. Look like we gonna have to work together, man, because we all learning the same thing. We're gonna have to learn from each other.
Oh yeah, that's what it's all about. It's good to know good people and to have good people in your corner, because some people get arrogant because they done made it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that just makes you strive and work harder.
Yeah, that's just people losing themselves, man.
Exactly.
That's all. You know what I mean? And that's where just staying humble. You know what I mean? Even if you have some crazy productions, like you don't ever want to really forget where you came from. And I talk to a lot of breeders that's like some of them, they won't respond to you, or they'll be like, nah, I can't really help you. But then a lot of them, you'll talk to them and they give you advice. Like, yeah, man, hit me anytime, stuff like that. So, I mean, it's a lot of love in the dog world. And then it's like, bro, like I learned this shit by myself. You on your own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. Like people got to understand. It's like hating in every aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So you got to understand, like you got to understand your lane. Like don't try to jump in everybody's lane. And I see a lot of American bully breeders jumping in the Frenchie lane. And it's cool. Like that's your thing. You know what I mean? Like if you feel comfortable enough to do it, but like when you early in the game, like stick to one thing until you got your feet wet.
Yeah,
exactly.
Till you knowing what you knowing, right? Till you got it mastered. Right.
Yeah.
Because ain't all some people say it, but it's not like whelping all litters ain't the same.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like they not the same, right? Like whelping a Pitbull litter ain't the same as whelping a Frenchie litter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, facts.
Like they not the same. So it takes something different out of you. You know, so I agree with you 1,000%. I think that, you know, the whole idea of staying humble, that's super important. You know, I think it's, you know, I think we all done dealt with this, right? I know T and I talk about it, but it's like, you know, you send a message out, and some people, they're gonna show plenty of love. You know, they're answering your questions, and it's easy to engage with them, and, you know, easy to find out, you know, the information that you're looking for, right? Some other people you reach out to, they don't never respond to you, right? You know what I mean? So he right about that one, 1,000%.
Yeah, I get
Or
that a
yeah,
lot.
nah,
I
that's
get I
real.
get
Or
I
you
get that
hit him,
every day because
or T,
I'm trying to book a calendar, you know what I mean, to make sure the show is gonna go on, you know what I mean, and I'm not canceling no more shows. I
right,
had to cancel one time because my power went out, so I could have done it from my phone, but I was just like, nah, like, you know what I mean, I want to put out a good quality product in every aspect, so you know what I mean, I canceled the show, but I'm not canceling no more shows. Like, I take my
right.
laptop and go to Starbucks if I got to, and you know what I mean, make it work. So like that's where I'm at. But yeah, I hit people every day, man. Like, and it doesn't matter. Like, and that's the thing I want people to understand. Like, I'm not just locked in to the bully world. Like, I want to show everybody love. Like, and that's what I tell people. Like, yo, you got a production. You just had a litter. Come show your litter.
Yeah,
Somebody
right,
on here might see your litter and buy a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
I'm here for self promotion, y'all promotion. Like, when Will
Yeah,
ready, he gonna be on here talking about his training, what
Yeah,
he do,
definitely.
how he do it, all of that. When y'all have y'all litters, y'all do the same thing. I mean, we
right.
gotta support each other. At the end of the day, man, it's way too much money out here, and way too many people that's gonna need dogs, gonna need training, and gonna
Yeah,
need good people around them too. So
Mm-hmm.
if you could build a network to help each other, why not?
Yeah,
right.
I think that's like anything else, man. You gotta kind of come in and get in where you fit in, and in a lot of ways, you gotta prove to these OGs and to these gatekeepers, you gotta prove that you know that you belong here. Um,
Right.
and so, in some regards, you know, some cats is funky, and you know they ain't trying to give you the game, and then some
Hmm.
cats is really busy. You know, some people
Yeah,
really are busy and just can't get to the
Oh
question,
yeah.
and they might really respect you and want to get to your question or want to help you. But you know, it's we living through some weird times, man, where people just can't function the way that they really want to. So
yeah,
you know, I try to hold a little bit of space, and then you know when cats is giving you the cold shoulder, and you know
yeah,
when cats is giving off that weird energy, and so you
Right.
just you know, to me, man, you just go back to getting it from the rough, and you don't really need nobody. And then those who you need is the people that you know are intentional with, that you forming these relationships with, that you build them, that's coming in the game. It's like every other game. We talk about basketball and all of this other stuff often about how Michael Jordan and them used to do it, and how
yeah,
Isaiah Thomas and them used to do it, and everybody is hating on how LeBron and them is doing it now, how
yeah,
they showing love to each other, how they want to play with each other, how they want to like build business together. But that old way of doing stuff was like, nah, you got to get it from the rough like I did. And
that's a
that's the
fact.
same thing in this dog business. Like, you got a bunch of country jokers for real. And I don't mean that as an insult, but a bunch of country jokers who don't like want to learn a whole lot of stuff to like make life better. They
Yeah,
just want to hold on to what they got. And
yeah,
what they got is the dog game, man. And
yeah,
so, you know, a lot of cats is trying to protect. They're trying to protect what is earning for them, man. So you gotta
Yeah.
kind of respect that.
yeah,
And I think as a new generation, you just gotta try to change it.
yeah,
That's where you change it up, push it, and move it forward.
Yeah,
I think
man.
yeah, no, all that's fair. I think all that's fair. You know.
You got to be passionate about what you're doing too,
That's it, man.
because it's like so many people, it's yeah, like it's with the dog game, you're gonna make money. That's point blank period. You're gonna make money, but you can't. It's quality over quantity,
Yeah.
and you have to be passionate. Like with Zeus and Oreo, they get brushed. We walk them. You know what I'm saying? We take time with them. We give them high quality food. We don't. I don't know if I don't go to Food Line and buy food for Zeus. I don't go. I'm not. I look at the ingredients. because just like me, I'm
Right.
not going to put anything in me. So I don't want to do that to my animal. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to be using that for a job. Basically, he's going to be producing puppies. You don't want to have unhealthy animals. You don't want to have unhealthy puppies, because once the mom and dad are healthy, that's going to help the puppies to come out healthy.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean,
That's true.
it takes time, man. And I think that's another thing people don't understand. Like they go buy 2 puppies and they think, man, I'm gonna get my money back in a year
Yeah.
or 6 months. And it's like
Nah,
it don't it don't work like that, you know,
nah.
because you got
It's a
vet trips.
first time. Shout
Yeah,
out to Nipsey. This is the first time.
yeah, you got vet trips, you got food. You know what I mean? Anything else, like, you know what I mean? The dog gets sick, the dog break out. Kobe, I had to go buy some shampoo for Kobe because he had an allergic reaction. Shampoo is $50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he
Yeah.
allergic to a bush. So
Yeah.
so John said, what do you think about buying grown dogs?
I think Will should answer that, because your very first episode, he spoke very well on that part.
Know what you're getting into, man. Spend some time with them, I would say, first, and know what you can handle. It's on your leadership. If you're afraid to do it, don't do it. That's like with anything. I think, if
Right.
something got your heart and you questioning it from a leadership, like a confident leadership perspective, it ain't the dog for you, man, because you ain't gonna be a confident leader. If you're afraid of the dog, it's gonna run you, or you gonna be abusive. One of the two. Like, either you gonna beat on the dog to try to overcompensate for your fear, or the dog is gonna run the house. And so, neither one of those are healthy conditions. So, you gotta, again, let's go back to the money thing. It can't be about money. It gotta be about you finding out what works for you. For me, I wouldn't have a dog in my house that I'm afraid of, because that's just going to be abusive. It might work for you. People got gang dogs that they don't really rock with all the time, and it works for them. They just don't deal with them in that way. They keep them on a leash. They don't give them no commands. They just let them do what they do, and they sell their puppies. So it might work for you. So I can't really give a good answer without knowing the context, the circumstances.
I would say the only thing I would say is research the parents and find out, you know what I mean, if they're aggressive. Because both, like, all of us got kids. So, you know what I mean? And we around, you know what I mean, young kids and stuff like that. So that's not something you want to bring in your home if you don't know.
Facts.
You know what I mean? What the dogs that he came from, what they did, or if they super aggressive towards people. Because I've seen, like, since I've been in the game, I've seen people like, yeah, this bloodline, they kind of aggressive towards people. And then this bloodline, they aggressive towards dogs. They just don't like other dogs. Like, if they not in home, they don't like other dogs. So I mean, that's where research would come in, man. Like, don't just jump out the window and buy a dog that you don't really know nothing about, or the owner you don't really know nothing about, because you don't know how they treated the dog before you got it. Not saying that can't be fixed, because that's what they do. You can adopt a dog and give it a better home. You know what I mean? But that takes time.
I mean, that's your leadership. That's where that part comes in. It's up to you. So I agree with your answer on the research tip. But I mean, also, the parents could have been aggressive, but if you're a good leader, you could deal with that dog if you confident. And so I don't want to limit it to, oh man, that's a game dog, so you don't want that in your house around. I got a game dog who live in this house with this cane corso. And so, because of leadership. And so from that perspective, I'm just saying, like, I ain't gonna limit it to the family's history, although that is very, very important, because 9 times out of 10, if you're not a good leader, that dog is going to return to its nature. It's going to do what it's supposed to do, especially if you're not paying attention. So all of that, I think, is right.
Yeah, I think all of what y'all said is 100%. But I definitely think that, having a good understanding of the home from where that dog is coming from, right? Knowing how that dog was treated previously, how those people treat their dogs, right? It's just like, when we be talking to these breeders that we talk to all the time, right? You want to get a feel kind of like, is this just a puppy mill, or is this an environment where these dogs are treated like family, right? Also, too, it depends on what type of dog we talking about.
Yeah,
that's very true too.
You know, like what type of dog we talking about?
It might be a working dog that ain't supposed to be in the house and treated like we treat our dogs.
Yeah. Right.
So that's why I was saying I would need context to really know what that person is trying to do.
Sure. And also, what do you want to do with that dog when you get it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know he has American bullies.
Okay.
So,
okay.
It's a line there, man, because they like some bullies they can work, and then some bullies can't. So it just depends, depend on what kind of bully you got.
Yeah.
Really, it's tough also bringing a grown dog into your camp, and if you have other grown dogs, sometimes that's tough. So you definitely got to do your research, because if you don't, you bringing another grown dog in, just walking them into your camp because you want to use them for breeding or you want to do that might not turn out too good.
Honestly, yeah, I would say if you're not just trying to make money and you really want to be a responsible leader, if you asking that question, you probably shouldn't bring a grown dog into your camp. Like, it just, you're not involved with dogs enough to know that you can handle that already. And so you're going to be rolling the dice. And if you want to roll the dice, go ahead. But that's not that don't seem like the wisest thing to do if you ask that question to me.
Yeah. But that's real. You know what I mean? That's real. But I think Will said it best, though. It come down to context, man. It come down to context. There's so many variables in that situation that it's hard to say, right? Is you talking about a male versus a female? Yeah. Like you said, game dog. We talking about, a Frenchie or English. Like, we talking about a Schnauzer, right? Like, you know what I mean? There's so many different factors in that situation that it's hard.
It's an open question.
I mean, I jumped out the window. Clean out the window.
Yeah.
I mean, it was summer.
You definitely did,
But you was confident.
Yeah. Always. Right. Without a doubt.
But then also, too, the situation, though, was a little bit different, right? Well, I can say different, but it was a scenario where, like, okay, you was bringing a female into your environment where there are no other female animals.
No other females, no male competition.
Right.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you was bringing this dog into your house where you had 4 or 5 other dogs.
Yeah.
Potential for them to be, butting heads and got to go reestablishing of who the alpha and all that other type of stuff. So you didn't have to worry about any of those elements.
Yeah, but you got like, so for instance, like when I first got her, like when she came out, she's huge. So she running at me and I'm like, all right, slow down. And then when she got there, it was just like, her tail was wagging. Like, it wasn't like an aggressive run at you.
Right. Yeah.
But like, I'm like, if you stop a little too late, you might take my knee out. You know what I'm saying? But like when I first got like tail wagging, like just happy, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, I'm good. Like I don't have, I didn't feel like I was gonna have any worries with her being in the house, like with my daughter and stuff like that. Just because of how she was, just seeing me. And she like, on FaceTime I seen her. But you know what I'm saying? Like her seeing me in person, her reacting, listening, so I think that was big for me, just seeing that. Like, and I think you could, the dog feels your energy and you feel the dog energy too. You know what I'm saying? So if the dog know you on some funny business, he gonna show you, like he gonna tell you, like, hey man, this ain't for you. But if the dog feel the love and if he feel like you in command and you can handle the situation, I feel like he or she is gonna adapt to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's likely. That's how it works. If you're a good leader, they going get with the program. That's just a fact.
Right.
But if you don't know how to lead, then the dog is you subject to whatever the people before you did. That's when you really subject to whatever happened before you when you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right. Sure. For sure.
Yeah. And then you gotta like dogs have habits too, man. And that's like one thing.
That's all they are habits.
Yeah.
They are.
So they like, if a dog is used to getting on the couch where they came from, when they come in your house and they see a couch,
that's the first thing they're gonna do.
They gonna get on your couch. So like that's the kind of stuff where you might be like, man, my dogs don't get on no couch, but you go by a grown dog, and as soon as you walk in the house, that dog jump on your couch, and you don't really know how to handle that. Like, hold on, man, like, like some people gonna be super aggressive. Some people gonna be like, nah, come here. We don't do that. Like, we down here. Like, that's your bed right here.
Yeah.
But like, and that's you. Like, you gotta feel the way you handle that situation is gonna tell you a lot on how you gonna be able to deal with this dog.
Yeah.
Because Summer came in here, she jumped on my couch.
Oh yeah, I don't do no couch potatoes over here.
I politely took her down. Like, nah, Summer, I got you right here. Like, we over here.
Big dog.
She big, so the cushions be all sunk in and stuff. Like, nah.
She taking up the whole couch, literally.
Literally taking up the whole couch.
You better take up the whole floor.
Right. That's exactly what I do over here too.
Hey man, when someone stretch out, she like 6'2". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Some are big, man. Like, so I'm like, but I wasn't aggressive or nothing. I just grabbed her by a collar, like, nah, come here. I got a bed right here for you.
A big bed. You got a queen size bed.
Mm-hmm.
So he said color or name when buying a dog. So I guess he's talking about like pedigree. Like, I'm personally
not about color or name. I want to make sure my dog is healthy.
Yeah, me personally, I'm looking at the way a dog looks.
What does he mean when he says name? Can he?
I think he's talking about pedigree.
Pedigree.
Yeah, that's what I think he's talking about. Like, I'm not a color chaser. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Will say he wants a black dog. I like black dogs. I seen a black bully in Cali. I was like, man, I'd like to get him with Summer and hopefully get an all black, like just no white, just all black.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, like that's cool. But I feel like if you breed, and I feel like you gotta.
I ain't gonna take an unhealthy black dog over a tan dog, though.
No,
right.
Yeah,
over a tan dog,
so,
right?
Yeah, so I mean, that's the thing. Like, you gotta. It's a lot of variables. Like, I'm not chasing no color. Especially if the dog's not healthy, or if the dog doesn't look the way I want my dogs to look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna grab this dog because I like that it's a Isabella. But your Isabella Frenchie, you know what I mean, is super skinny. And that's not the type of Frenchie you like. So you're not just gonna buy Isabella Frenchie because it's an Isabella.
Right.
You're gonna wait until you find the one that fits your standard, like the structure you're looking for and everything.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm doing right now. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Now, I was just gonna say that structure got to be A1, man. Like, it's super important that you're gonna get the structure that you want, because that's what's gonna give you really truly the longevity in this breeding game anyway. You know what I mean? And then, but on the flip side, I will say this. Everybody's taste is different. And when I say taste, I'm talking about like what they're breeding for, right?
I was gonna say.
So if you're a person that's breeding for other breeders, right, then naturally you're gonna be more concerned with, like you say, health. You're gonna be more concerned with structure. If you're a person that's more so breeding for pet home, then you might be a little bit more concerned with color, because you want to have a variety for these people that's looking for these different pet homes.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 on one hand, half dozen on the other.
I mean, Nipsey said it. You can have it all. It's all about your reasons. Like, you got to you got to figure out like what are you trying to bring to the game, or what is your lane in the game. If you want working dogs, then you don't care about color. If you want family dogs, then color might be important to you. If you want family dogs, then structure should be important to you, but you might not care because you care more about color. So
And
Yeah.
it ain't up to us to tell you what to do for real. It's like you got to decide for yourself what's important to you. And if the health of your dogs is important and you don't want to breed dogs that's going to die on people quicker than they should, then you should care about like the breed. Like you should care about the parents. You should care about the name in some regard. And just know that, every dog ain't going to be just like their parents was. You might get a dud. You might get a dog that just don't go as hard as their parents with life or with gameness or something else. So you gotta find a dog that you like, and you gotta know what you want to bring to this game, and not just be trying to make money. You do want to make money, but you can't be just trying to do what makes money. You got to become passionate about something different than just the money, because then you subject to be like, buying dogs for the wrong reasons because you just wasn't clear.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Yeah, so we got the Pitbull Store.
Welcome.
Out in Arizona.
I feel like my light is so bad. Let me. I just closed this.
Welcome.
Oh, you
What's
good?
up?
Welcome
Good.
on.
Yeah, I appreciate you joining the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, definitely.
Have a couple more of us, because we do have a few people on our team, which is awesome. It's just been so busy, which is a great problem to have.
Yeah, it's a great problem to have.
That's a good thing.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so you can introduce yourself, and then we'll kind of jump into your store.
Awesome. So my name is Amy Woodowis. I am one of the owners of the Pitbull Store. I'm currently in our Mesa location. We opened one second one June of last year. I'm Gatorback Kennels, so I breed XL American Bullies as well. So we specialize in luxury supplies, health, nutrition, training, handling, all dogs all day.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so how long have you guys been in business?
So my husband and I have been getting kennels about 2003. So, back in the day before we had true American Bull Terriers, I know you're talking about, a driven dog. We had our daughter, didn't breed and came back and got into animals, and we traveled, worked on dog shows, a lot of dog shows, still do shows, selling like chains and stuff.
Yeah.
And we were customers to the Pitbull Store. They specialized in handmade leather. We had went in, and when things are supposed to happen, they happen. The owner, his son, said we're looking for the right buyer. And a couple months later, we were the owners.
Nice.
That's good.
Building
Nice.
started to be. They had a great foundation.
Yeah.
Able to kind of expand on that to include and additional offers, another website, health and nutrition is so important. We get first-time dog owners who don't know that they're supposed to vaccinate, deworm, how to care for their dogs, to breeders who've been doing it for 20 plus years. I know it's the Pitbull Store, but we get bull pits, Rotties, Corsos, Chihuahuas. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody cockatoo the other day. Okay, we're doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one thing. Like when people see the name, the Pitbull Store, they kind of isolate it to just pit bulls. And that's kind of one thing that I didn't want to do with the podcast. Like I didn't want to, because I have XL Bully, so I'm like I didn't want it to just be like
pigeonhole yourself.
Yeah, I didn't want to put myself in a corner. I wanted it to be open to everybody. And I think me and Will talked about that when me, Will, Eugene, and Jeremy, we had all talked about it and discussed it. Like, man, it's got to be a way to incorporate everybody and not
Everybody, all breeds.
All breeds, because
Yeah.
we all, whether it's a corgi or an XL American Bully, everybody can come together across all platforms and agree, like, we all love dogs. They're better than humans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your top seller when it comes in the store, would you say?
As far as nutrition,
Yeah, as far as nutrition.
so I really always try by what the customer goal is with their dog, because I get a lot of people who are like, what do I do to make my dog buff? How old is your dog? He's 6 weeks. Oh, let's let him chill. Kick in, but then we're talking about calorie supplements like Liquid Gold. I know you have a relationship with Liquid Gold.
I do.
To be more specific, they make a full line, but SBK products and our Victor has been a winning combination. That's what I fed before I started working the Pitbull store. And we just expanded on what Victor had to offer and what SBK had to offer.
Okay.
Have y'all heard of Origins? That's another one that's really popular for dogs that are prone to like allergies.
Yeah. So Eugene's English Bulldogs has chicken allergies, I think.
Yeah. Yep, he has chicken, but I actually feed Victor as well. And I use the salmon. What is it? The salmon and sweet potato, I think it is.
Toucan. I just sold like 3 bags. I hope I'm not
good. Put me on there. Put me on there.
Cool.
I love the Victor.
So do I. And it's really, like you can pay, you can afford to feed these dogs good.
Yeah.
We try and donate to local shelters at least twice a year, usually a pallet of food, and it's always like the best Victor that we can afford, like whether it be the salmon or the high pro or whatever.
Yeah, that's dope. So what
Hallie,
I know you said you've been at the shows. I know you guys were just at a show, like, was it last weekend or weekend before?
Yeah, we did 2 on Saturday.
Okay.
So, we were at the show. Wild West Bullies was heading up the ABKC show in California, and then I was at a local fun show here in Arizona. It was more of like an exotic fun show, but it was fun. I like it.
So you guys got any other events coming up?
We have a lot of shows booked. As far as us throwing one, we probably won't throw one until the end of the year, or possibly like a meet and greet just at one of our stores within a couple months before it gets too hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said you guys do training and handling?
Yeah, so show ring etiquette is really popular. We do that at our Phoenix location. We have a big warehouse in the back. It's all one-on-one. We don't just take bullies or XLs or pit bulls. We all breeds, but I would say primarily bullies. So show etiquette, basic obedience, manners, command, training, stuff like that.
Okay. And how long is do you guys do it? Like, how do you do it as far as the training sessions?
So it's all one-on-one.
Okay.
We consultation. So Wild West Bullies, Anissa Vega and Edwin Hernandez, they typically handle all of it. Book it. They're amazing. We start with a consultation to assess the dog's needs as well as what the owner's goals are, because we can get questions like, hey, my dog is super aggressive. Can you help? You get hands on the dog, and the dog's not aggressive. It just has never been socialized before. So trying to fit them into a story that makes the most sense for them so that they can reach goals with the dog.
Okay. And do you guys do like a certain number of sessions, or?
It depends on what the age is. So for like a 6 month or younger puppy, 6 1-hour sessions is usually what we do. And then 3 touch-ups after that. So if they regress after a year, come in, whip them back into shape, and then they're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for the more aggressive dogs, or aggressive, quote unquote.
Right. Everyone's a little bit different as far as what sort of tactics we take.
Yeah.
But the aggressive ones, we definitely take more precautions. We make sure if it's a true aggressive dog, like I had a giant German Shepherd, and Edwin was like almost as tall as him. And his owner was very short too. And the owner was so nervous about her own dog. So the first couple sessions, and it ended up being like probably 10 sessions, because the first couple were like just getting used, like building a trust. Like nothing's going to happen today. You're fine, and then just keep moving.
Yeah. So you said you spent 2 sessions just building trust.
That was what. Yeah.
And I think we were talking about that earlier, because we had a question from a guy. He was talking about buying adult dogs. So, our kind of take on it was, you just got to know what you're getting yourself into.
They come with
and where the dog comes from.
The history and a past. We get a lot of people who like adopt dogs from shelters. Like maybe it's their first time owning a dog, and this dog's great. Dog got comfortable, and he's had some trauma. Maybe now you're seeing. It's always hard.
Yeah, you were breaking up. We couldn't hear the last part of that.
Oh, just about when you have a dog that maybe you've rescued, or an adult dog, you just don't know what kind of life they've led, what kind of maybe things they've been through to make them act the way that they're acting.
Okay. So do you guys make any of your products, or do you just buy everything?
So we make like chain leashes. We make in store. We do. Oh, where's
I'm sorry, I can't hear her over Zeus snoring.
I know, man. I'm about to mute my mic, bro.
I can't hear her over Zeus snoring over there.
I heard the dog snoring.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second. So we make things like this in store, where we assemble things. We have things like chain leashes that we make.
So is that like a spring leash?
Yes. I don't even know where my camera is, apparently. Like things like that. And then we have stuff made to like our specifications and branded.
Okay.
Nice.
So y'all got some questions for us?
How big is your store? Like how many? Yeah, how big is your store? Like how many square feet?
The Phoenix location is about 4,000 square feet. That includes the training warehouse and the front. And then the Mesa location is about 1,500 square feet.
Okay, nice. So you got 2 pretty sizable locations. Does any one location specialize? I mean, outside of the training, right? I know you got that like warehouse facility for that, but does either location specialize in any one thing more than others? Like, for example, one is going to have more like ancillary products versus another one's going to have more like food. Like, how does that work?
We try and make it pretty even as far as so they can have, they know what they can expect. But they like progesterone testing and a couple other things like specific to breeders that we do at the Phoenix location versus the Mesa location.
Do you sell those products as well? Like the progesterone machines and stuff?
Just the service. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do sell AI kits and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you guys do ship?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I have most everything on our website. And then everything else, I'm like, hey, if you see something and I don't have it on there, just, hit the DMs or send me an email, give me a call. I'll get it right out to you.
Okay. And I know
the website. What's the website?
So I do have I had the IG at the bottom on the ticker.
The pitbullstore.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually I went and looked at your website after Terrence told me that he was going to have you on. You have some really, really nice stuff on there.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
she does.
And then the show leads, I looked at those. I was like, oh yeah, those are really, you have a lot of nice product on it. Then I seen you had the Victor on there, and I was kind of like, okay, so I know I'm feeding good food, but I just, I ain't say nothing about it. But you all have really good stuff on there.
Honestly, we really because quality is important to us.
Yeah.
Dogs, what we use for our dogs, we legit try everything out on our own crew before rolling it out. Like we use everything.
Nice,
All of
nice.
these leads. We just got a black on black one that I love for the ring. Do you guys show
Oh
dogs?
yeah.
Yeah, so we're all getting into showing now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So much
Yeah.
fun.
So
And
I've
we'll
attempted once,
Mhm.
and it didn't go bad actually. Well, my dog, he everybody really liked his colors anyway, but when I did show him the first, I literally didn't know what I was doing, but I've started researching more and doing it a little bit more. So it's a process, but it all depends on how much you want to put into it to what you want to get out of it, though.
Absolutely.
So
Mhm.
I look and I pay attention to a lot of people I see online that's like, especially the XLs and then English and stuff. It's like an art,
It really
but
is.
it's all in what you put in it
Yeah,
that
it really is.
that you're going to get out of it. So
That relationship with your dog, like they want to
yeah.
work with you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're looking at you like, what's the next
Mhm.
thing,
Yeah.
right, mom? You know, is
Yeah.
my foot good, or like, I don't know. It's fun.
Yeah, Will actually trains dogs. So
Oh,
yeah,
amazing.
so he's good. And I call him the dog whisperer.
Yeah.
And that's
So true.
yeah.
That's what I call Edwin for real. He's he got so much natural talent. I feel like I have to work harder to get the same results because he's like a natural at it.
Yeah, and I think that's him. That's an understanding thing, I think. And then patience, like,
Oh,
because he interacts different. Like, so when you watch him, it's like, yeah, okay.
it's
Like he
inspiring.
gets the results so fast, and I'm like, hey, that was quick. Like, so just try to learn. Learn from what you see.
Somebody, you know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, I like that dual turn or whatever. It's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, Will.
That's
Yeah,
one of
the
my.
energy. I'm out here. My signal is not good out here, so I'm gonna let y'all keep talking because I might just be breaking up the whole time.
Nah, you good. You good. You
Oh,
clear.
okay. Yeah, man, it is. That definitely is a natural gift. But we can all learn it for real. It just is really just mastering ourselves and learning how to be calm in a lot of ways. Um, but yeah, I think their relationship has everything to do with showing a dog. I believe I could show a dog off the leash. Um, I believe that you can if you have a really good relationship with them. Your dog just listen to you. It don't really matter about the distractions and stuff, but it's
Yeah.
all about that relationship that you have versus a person who can't. They got a really nice looking dog, but the dog don't respect them because they don't walk the dog. Like they just don't spend time with the dog to build a relationship. And so, you know,
That's the point.
it's the
Yeah.
art. Art is in the walk for real.
Ooh, can I ask you a question?
Oh yeah.
Do you use like stack boxes or anything like that to start them out?
I don't I don't show dogs. Um so I haven't gotten into stacking.
Mm-hmm.
Um I use place and stuff to teach discipline, but stacking would be just like teaching place to me. If I wanted to do it, I could definitely do it just as easy. um I handle my dogs like they need to be handled to go to the vet. So stacking is just another form of handling your dog for a vet checkup and teaching your dog to place and teaching your dog to sit and
Oh,
stay. So
yeah. Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. So I got your website pulled up, so you could tell us a little bit about the gear that you got up here, and
So let's see. What you have pictured there is some designer harnesses and collars and some leashes. A lot of the more embellished stuff I feel like has been really popular lately.
Mhm.
So that's kind of why it's on like the featured area.
Yeah.
That harness right there, that has been the hitter.
This one.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Chains like the classic gold Cuban, I would say, has always been a hitter since the very beginning. And you can kind of see where it says luxury above it.
Yeah.
That's got like there's a few styles on. That's my boy's neck. He's wearing a few chains there.
And we got the sets.
Off-white military. A lot of the stuff we have is like handmade, like those nylon collars. They're 4-ply or 3-ply nylon for like everyday use. I don't know what else is down there.
It's the same. And we got some training gear.
Bite sleeves, bite pillows, e-collars, prong collars. I do talk a lot because pit bulls or bullies in general are, driven for the most part. Most of them are pretty driven. I do talk a lot about prong collars or martingales in the store, just to talk about, because have you guys ever seen somebody like their dog's walking them down the road?
Yep.
So just little tips for people who want to have a better time with their dog. Like you're more likely to take your dog out with you everywhere if they're behaved. So
Yeah, I had Justin Rigney. So he's a K9 trainer too.
oh,
And he was talking about the chameleon martingale.
oh yeah.
It's like the cheapest one is like $1,100. Yeah, but they say it's the best one. Like when it comes to training.
I bet it.
Yeah, for $1,100, it should be the best.
It definitely should be.
Yeah, and I think the top of the line one it has like a ring for the collar, so it's like basically like hands free.
Oh,
So you
I
can have your hands on the dog too. Um, so I thought that was pretty cool. The price on it, I wasn't a fan, but
He said, "Hey, look, man. Jason said it was the Ferrari, though. He said it was a Ferrari of
Yeah,
dog
he
collars."
said it's the
he
Ferrari of
definitely
dog
said it's the
collars.
Ferrari.
the
Yeah,
things we do for our dogs.
yeah,
Oh, education.
I know, right?
That is like, I love my dog. One of my dogs is wearing one right now. I love the quality on that.
Which one is that? Point to it, T, so I can see which one is that.
it's the
The ad
application.
one. Oh, it's so good. It's so
Okay.
thick. It's got the nice handle on it. It's literally like
I
a
see.
quarter inch.
How thick is it?
It's like a quarter inch thick. Hallie,
Yeah.
come here, mama.
Okay.
There's some leather hand-free leashes, some beginner bite work pillows, sleeves, the double, like the rolled leather tug toys. There are the fire hose tug toy. That's a fun one too.
That's a pretty popular one. I've heard about that one for a while. The fire hose, they're super tough.
Yeah. And tug toys and stuff like that interactive play gets them going.
Yeah, and I think that's important at a young age too.
Yeah.
Right. Sure.
We do make, my husband usually makes like spring poles and stuff like that. Back home, we're from Washington State originally. You could hang stuff in a tree. We're in Arizona, so you have to get creative out here.
Yeah, no trees.
Yeah, you gotta make a way out of
Real dry.
nowhere.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
how
To say the least.
how hard is it to keep your dogs hydrated? Because I know the dry heat is
It's
nuts.
the H2O Gold every summer, and I always stock up on it every summer because it's 120. It's tough on dogs. They stay in a lot.
Yeah,
Those are air conditioned out here if we need to use those. And that H2O Gold is actually good for parvo as well. So, and
okay.
Mhm.
vitamin. So that one goes straight in water. So we use every summer we get a bottle or two of that. Do you guys use any of these products like the liquid gold, gold dust?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, the
Yeah, very
SBK
much.
Gold.
So
Yeah, I
I've
use the
never used
SBK
any.
Gold.
Just with Zeus having chicken allergies, I just get so nervous about what I put in him. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? But I look at it all the time, but I just don't want to take that chance. I actually bought another bag of Victor just to try him out on it a few weeks ago. What was it? The High Pro? Was it the High Pro,
Yeah,
Terrence?
the high pro.
Yeah, and it didn't work. It broke him out. So
Right.
and he's 11 months, and like soon as within the first week of him eating, he loved it. But within him, the first week eating it, it gave him bumps under his arms, and he got a little hot spot on his back. So
That,
I literally, I had to switch it just like that back to the salmon.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I use the
So
okay, my bad. Go ahead, Eugene. I'm sorry.
no, she was talking. What'd you say?
me, I cannot remember.
But yeah, so that was what I was using, and then I switched back to the salmon, and he's fine now. The
Okay,
hot spot's healing up. Yeah, I put some Vetricin on that, so and it wasn't bad. I caught it early, so
that's good. What about the?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I use the
love.
SBK Gold, and then I use the Ultra Oil, the like that salmon fish oil or whatever,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
with
They
the
have
omega 3, 6, 9s in it.
yes. They're Ocean King.
Yeah, yeah, Ocean
Yeah.
King. Yeah, I
And
have Ocean King.
Uh-huh.
Peanut butter, bacon. I got a little collection over here.
Well, everybody's not sponsored like somebody.
Hey man, shout
Right.
out to
You know what I mean?
shout out to my sponsor, man. One more time. Yep. BDP for 12% off your order.
awesome.
Gold Club K9 Group.
They're
So
good
you
people.
guys can tap in, use that discount code. The Pitbull Store also sells it.
Mhm.
So we got plenty of nutritional stuff right here, and for care for your dogs. Um, so since all of us are new to breeding, can you tell us the benefits of the Oxy Mama and the Oxy Stud?
So Oxy Stud is mobility in your males. Increase those counts. And
Mhm.
I encourage people to get their males collected and do a semen analysis before, during, and after. If you have a breeding coming up, collect, because if they need to produce more, they will. So you'll end up throwing more CCs. Oxy Mama is for postnatal care, for afterbirth, for the mama to help, because the mamas go through it. They need all the things. There's another product, I don't see it on there, but mate. So, and that's a prenatal vitamin. So I don't know if any of you guys have kids, but basically same thing. You know, you're having a child, you got a folic acid, like all of those things are very important for
Mhm.
health development. Oh, there it
So
is.
how soon would you use that Oxy Stud?
You could use it. Well, they start producing swimmers at anywhere from 9 months and up. I only use it when I know I've got some breedings coming up, just because, you know, it can be pricey and I don't like to put too many things in them if I don't need to. So if you got a couple breedings coming up or you're setting them out, I would be using it once a day,
Okay.
days prior.
Okay. It's good to know.
Great to know. So then we got our shampoos. So what do you recommend on the shampoos? What do you use on your dogs?
So I do have a dog with sensitive skin and seasonal allergies. He's a lilac tri. For him, I keep it real basic. I use a natural dog bar soap.
Okay.
I usually go for the Spruce Up. It has a natural antiseptic and antifungal properties. So if he opens up his skin, And I recommend those for young puppies too. So anything overly scented or too many, just too many things in it can irritate their skin. So any sort of natural dog bar soap I recommend. And that Tropiclean shed control is a good everyday go-to for adults. Smells really good, and it's got coconut oil, so it shines up the coat really well.
Okay. And it's not too bad on the price either.
Mm-mm.
Which one is that?
The Tropiclean.
Okay.
A lot of groomers out here use that.
Okay. Yeah. So I know you're closed and you're probably ready to get home, but I appreciate you coming on the show.
You said you had a power outage last week?
Yeah.
I had a power outage the same day, same store for like 3 hours. I was sitting in the dark.
Yep. Yeah. So I mean, it was meant to be. It was meant to be postponed. So, but I'm glad we made it happen.
Hey, thank you for thinking of us and having us on. We have a great relationship with SBK, so I think it's awesome. You are. Yeah. If there's ever anything that we can do, let us know.
I appreciate it. I definitely will.
You'll be hearing from me because I will be getting some stuff from you very soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Thank
James.
you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you coming, blessing us with some of that good knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, yeah, I appreciate it. You guys have a good one.
You too.
Right,
yeah, nothing but Dogcast. We'll catch y'all next Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Special guest. We're going to have Bossy Kennels.
Yes.
Yeah, so make sure you tune in next week.
Awesome. I'll be tuning in.
All right, man. We out of here.
All right.
All right.
Peace.